Lisbon, a beautiful city, sunny, 500,000 friendly inhabitants, and good food. This is why it is currently attracting more and more tourists. 3 million people are making the way every year, profiting from the cheap prices the city has to offer. But as any city, Lisbon has its problems. This tourism, as well as foreign investors in incoming international students, are increasing gentrification, and Lisbon's people are not all doing well. Here you see a mind map done by university students in Lisbon, where they identified issues that still haven't been solved, such as urban degradation, unemployment, underpaid work, dirty streets. Notwithstanding these facts, Portugal remains one of the countries in Europe with the least number of volunteers. There are currently 800,000 active volunteers in Portugal out of 11 million inhabitants. The number of people in need, however, is increasingly growing since the beginning of the economic crisis. But in reality, a lot of people are ready to offer their help and would be happy to contribute to local change. Only many of these people never make the step to act up because it seems just too complicated. Numerous organizations don't take an indefinite number of volunteers, or they don't cover the areas the person is actually interested in.
So, why don't you create your own private initiative to help people or the environment? Okay, so first and foremost, who will you do your project with? On your own? Well, that's gonna be difficult, right? And you don't wanna end up doing pseudo-activism alone on your chair behind your desk, just clicking on likes.
There are indeed a lot of people who, just like you probably, want to make a change. However, in Lisbon, a lot of problems persist, even though the human resources needed to tackle them are available. The problem is that Lisbon's potential volunteers are dispersed, and since they do not find the people that could help them realize their project, they are likely to simply give up. Here is what we propose. ACTUP, an app that helps you find your dream team. ACTUP functions as a platform designed specifically to provide you with all the tools needed in order to discover who in Lisbon would be interested in participating in your project and who actually possesses the skills you are looking for. How does it work? You create an account, you specify which languages you speak, your name will be followed by a red badge if you speak the local language, your skills and your areas of interest. Next, you choose if you want to create your own project or if you want to volunteer for an already existing project or organization. If you click on Create a Project, you will be provided with a form asking you to fill out the required information about your idea. If you click on Join, you will have access to the basic information of the project you are considering to participate in, such as how many people are already taking part in it, what has already been done, and the list of positions to be filled. At this point, a potential volunteer will be able to see the requirements that allow her or him to send a participation request. If the person has a question, she or he has access to a chat area specific to each ongoing project. So, once you've read all this, you can decide to join the adventure. Easy.
Well, there's more to it than only making people connect with each other, the way Tinder or WhatsApp already do. That is, because ACTUP is not only designed to make people meet. There will also be additional tools to make acting easier. For example, there will be a space for common fora where people can ask their questions. But more importantly, once your project will be done, you will be able to use the app as a platform to increase its visibility through the agenda section. Everybody who has signed up has access to this service as well. This way, users can look up where around them an event which has been organized by other members of the network is taking place. Regarding the funding, all members can donate a desired amount of money. Specific projects can also be funded, even by those who don't want to join. Each project page will have a donation button where people may contribute with just a few clicks. Donators will automatically receive regular updates on the status of the project and events that will take place. Then, every year, the app will make a selection of the implemented projects and edit them within a book, showcasing the idea as well as the activities undertaken. This book can serve as a source of inspiration for future projects and contains the insights about the do's and don'ts of creating and implementing an idea. The revenues will provide additional funding. Indeed, organizations such as human rights associations that wish to showcase their work on the ACTA platform can buy a space on the app. They will be able to register and create a profile in order to share their work with the ACTA community and interact with other members. That way, organizations can use the platform to find donors or volunteers. For specific projects, organizations are struggling to find the adequate and available people. For example, when the Santa Casa de Misericordia in Lisbon wanted to implement its architecture program, it encountered serious difficulties finding volunteer architects because its own members didn't have the required skills. Finally, the app can be expanded not only to other cities in Portugal, but everywhere around the world. Don't forget, private actions furthering change are needed everywhere. This also means you don't need to go abroad to volunteer. Your city or town is certainly facing issues that have not been solved yet and are waiting for action. Volunteering is also a great way to meet people that are just as cool as you. People who want to make a change. Those who want to get away from their phones and implement their ideas. Those that want to join a team and work for a common cause. Those that have an idea but always thought it is undoable. Without private actions, your city, our world can't change. ACTUP is for everyone, because everybody is a potential volunteer. Everyone has a belief, and volunteering can unite us all. Involve us in real life, improve our personal skills, integrate outsiders, allow us to meet people that are like us, but also, and most importantly, people that aren't.
Act up, because if we complain, we can also act. Because we love our city, and most of all, because we believe in change. ACTUP is the app that takes into account your skills, your desires, your availabilities. So, don't be afraid to stand up. Act up, because change starts when you find your team.